Hi, I'm Patrick, and currently I'm working as a technical specialist for Microsoft Germany. In today's video, I'm going to show you how your company can leverage Microsoft's Power Platform to identify process bottlenecks, to automate inefficiencies, and to bring in AI to generate business value. Let's jump in.
That's Sarah. Sarah is an accountant and is processing invoices the whole day. She loves efficiency and to get things done in the best possible way. The current process of working with invoices looks like this. First, she receives an email with the invoice from the customer as an attachment. She then downloads the invoice and analyzes all the details of the invoice. Lastly, she is going to enter information like account name, invoice amount and more into her invoice processing app Contoso Invoicing, which is an old legacy application without any modern APIs. Sometimes, while Sarah is typing, she makes small mistakes which cost her time and decrease her efficiency. She's really unhappy about her current work and would rather like to focus her time on other tasks which are not so repetitive and error sensitive. Sarah's company announces a company-wide automation challenge, where every employee can create their own automation processes and submit individual use cases to create value. For this, the company decided to leverage Microsoft's Power Platform to enable everyone in their organization to create own automation without the need of any coding experience. The Power Platform includes Power BI for business analytics, Power Apps for application development, Power Automate for workflow automation, Power Virtual Agents for intelligent virtual agents, and more. In the first step, Sarah is really interested in Power Automate to automate her current way of processing invoices. Let's jump into the tool and help Sarah be efficient again. We're starting in the Power Automate portal, where we have the option to use process mining with a process advisor to help us reduce bottlenecks by identifying inefficient processes. We start by creating a new process and by adding a new recording of the current manual process to it. When adding a new recording to the process advisor, a desktop recorder will launch, which we will use to capture our current process by hitting record. We're going to capture the process of receiving an invoice via email, downloading the invoice, analyzing all the data of the invoice, and finally entering all the information into our legacy system. In the current step, we are capturing what it takes for us to enter information about the date, the account, the contact, and the amount. After we're done with the recording, we can analyze the recording to get insights into bottlenecks and automation options. Here we can see the current process, how long certain steps take, and where automation can help us overcome bottlenecks. Additionally, we can also see more information about apps within the current process. Blue dots indicate where we can automate elements with the help of the process advisor. In our case, we want to start by adding AI to help us by automatically identifying invoice information. To achieve this, we will create a new AI model for our invoices with the AI builder. Let's start by adding a custom model and by adding relevant fields which we want to extract from our invoices. In our case, that's account, amount, date, and email. Here we can also decide if we want to add just one field, a single page table, multi-page table, or checkboxes. Now we can add a new collection with the same invoice layout. After we're done adding all fields, we can then upload example invoices to train our AI model. To train the AI model, we are going to select on each of the invoices which field is showing the responding information on the invoice. You will need at least 5 documents to start training the model, but of course the more you have, the better the AI will identify the correct information. After every detection, the AI builder will also provide us with a confidence score on how certain it is that it selected the correct field. After adding all the fields, we can now train the AI model, which will take a couple of minutes. To see if everything works as expected, we can test the model with a sample invoice and see how accurate it is. After publishing the model, we can return to our process flow and are now able to add it to our automation. First, let's select the trigger,
which will start the automation, which should be the receiving of a new invoice via email. Our next step is to use our AI model we just built to extract all the information of our invoice automatically. In our final step, we want to add a Power Automate Desktop Flow or RPA so that our invoice data is automatically inserted into our legacy system Contoso invoicing. For this, we launched our Power Automate desktop app, which opened the same recorder we used previously to record every click and mouse key input we want to automate. The red field indicates the UI element we are currently interacting with. Later, dynamic data from the invoices will be filled in here automatically. After we're done recording the process, let's add input variables to use in our Power Automate flow and connect our AI model to these fields. Now let's switch the static input I inserted in the recording with our dynamic variables for each of the text boxes. We can save our RPA flow now and hit run to see if everything works as intended. Since everything is working smoothly, we can exit our desktop application and return to our Power Automate portal flow to finalize our automation. We're going to select the desktop flow we just created and add the dynamic variables to the desktop flow, which we get from our AI model from the AI builder. In the final step, we're going to save the flow and we're good to go. Since Sarah freed up more time, she can focus her time on tasks where she can generate much more value than before. She's already looking forward to discovering what the other components of the Power Platform have to offer.